myself to do an oversight role, because at the moment I feel like there is nobody or there is no leadership in Baringo that provide proper initially. Baringo have been on headlines of the news. Sometimes you may find Baringo is one of the leading counties inside maybe accounts, coastal accounts. And no single day our governor has been summoned in Nairobi. So that is maybe under my leadership, the most important thing I will do is maybe to get myself in a good position to maybe to oversight. I will avail myself during public participation at the ground level. I will avail myself. I'll make sure as much as possible I will attend the public participation that is involving this wananchi, so that I get rid of when the money comes from the Nairobi. You know, as a senator, you will go to Nairobi to fight for resources to your county. Secondly, you will make a follow-up, and there is no way you can make a proper follow-up without you involving in the public participation, so that you know the priorities that have been prioritized by the wananchi during public participation. That is where, as a senator, you will get to make a follow-up after knowing the priorities of our wananchi in the public participation level, and that is where you will go there and question the governor during a certain public participation. Maybe, for example, Loboi, you will be able to follow up if the wananchi of Loboi have decided their priority is to build for them a kettle dip. After some time, you find the money has been allocated and the kettle dip has not been built. That is where you will make a proper follow-up.
Sure. Asante sana ndugu Chamite. Maybe pengine kama ulivyosema labda si kwa ile standard ulikuwa unaipenda, lakini at least wamesha pia once na ni vizuri venye ulivyoashiria kwamba at least more oversight as a senator as you aspire. Sijui kama nimekufuata vizuri.
But to me that appearance it was only once.
Yes.
But there was no proper grill.
Unataka ngapi hivi?
Mimi sikusikia swali kiulizwa. So yale accounts imefunguliwa huko inafaa kuambatana na yale projects inaendelea hapa ground.
Asante sana ndugu Chepsoi. Nitakuja kwako bwana Tobolei. Kulingana na what you understand, Baringo County wanapata shilingi ngapi katika ile mgao wa pesa ambao tunapata kama jimbo?
Thank you very much. Baringo County government has been receiving a fair share in the 2022-2023 financial year. Baringo County received 6.6 billion, and in 2023-2024 they received 7.1 billion and 7.7 in this billion in this financial year. And I also have a feeling that compared to the challenges that Baringo has, Baringo is one of the marginalized counties in Kenya. And you realize that there is better affirmative action to cushion counties that are, marginalized more than Baringo. So I feel that the Baringo requires a better share than this that we are receiving now. Baringo should be receiving more than 15 billion in a financial year, so that then it can be able to accommodate the very needy devolved functions that the counties have. And secondly, it is I feel that what I told you, that we have a void, we have a gap in representation of Baringo County, that does not, it borders around fighting for increased equitable share in the revenue allocation to Baringo County. And when we receive a better share than what we have now, we although the resources are limited, we can be able to prioritize, projects, programs that are lower than others. In, of course, in the spirit of public participation, you know, as per the will of the people. And then, upon the increment of the equitable share to a better amount in Baringo County, there is need then of a proper follow-up, you know, in the oversight responsibility of the senator and the county assembly to ensure that while the resources increase, you know, the development is commensurate to the resources that are being added to Baringo County government. As much as 6.6 billion of 2022-23 financial year is a meager amount, a small amount, we should be seeing, you know, the value of that amount in terms of development in the county government. We should be seeing, for example, more hiring of early childhood education teachers, having had at least the share that we have. We should be seeing better pay and, you know, conducive working environment for the ECD teachers. And I'm not saying this because I'm a teacher. You know, others have been saying a teacher for a teacher. That Tobole is a teacher, so all teachers should support Tobole. I wouldn't want to go to that direction now because I need the support of my colleagues and the entire professions, including your profession as a journalist. But then they need a better payment as the ECD teachers. We have, just to quickly finish, we have ECD centers that are in dilapidated state in our county. So we, as much as Baringo is underfunded, we need to see the achievements, the take home so far. However, Baringo needs a better share more than what we are receiving.
Sure. So that I also put also the issue of ECD into perspective. I want to confirm to you that the ECD teachers are now on permanent and pensionable. If I'm right, the county assembly have approved that the payment of ECD teachers to permanent and pensionable. I think maybe because of the teachers' issues, have you said? I don't know if that is true. They've said what you've just said, but I don't want to say what I've not heard or confirm otherwise. But I want to agree with you.
Na haki yake mpe. The county assembly have done a great job.
Yes,
it is true. But what I was saying is the improvement of their pay to be in tandem with what is paid in other counties, and then the structures, the facilities. You know, by the way, Tom Chepsoi, 2 months ago, I had to mobilize my friends to buy iron sheets to a developing ECD and primary school center in Senatorial, in Kashela, Mochongoi ward, so that we raise, you know, we better the conditions of our children. Why was that? Why had the community been forced to set up, to fundraise for such facilities? Because children walk longer distance, small children. I have a 7-year-old boy. I can imagine if we would cover all the distance to Kashela Primary School. So we thought there is need to build a nearer facility. And so if better funding is given to counties, then we would set up new ECD centers, employ new ECD teachers, and then build facilities for the center.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Ndugu Mundule, let's tukiwa tumesalia still on the projects and the issue of devolution na mgao wa pesa. Pengine kuna stall projects ambazo zimekwama Baringo County, na ningependa unitajie matatu ama mawili ambayo imekwama na ni kwa nini tunaweza ikuamua hizi stall projects, because they are the flagship programs that are in this county.
Thank you, Chepsoi. You talked about allocations that comes to the county, and once you talk about that, I see 3 things. The first one, I see the factor of funds allocation from the Senate.
Yes.
The second thing, I see our own source revenue as a county. And the third thing, I see the rollover factor. Those are the 3 major things that revolve around the fund that we get. The senators works very tirelessly to ensure that all counties get an equitable share that is consumerate to their own source revenue that you give to the treasury. It means that if we have a low own source revenue, we are going to get money from the national government that is not enough for the projects, and that's why we are complaining.
Yes.
Number two, we have been having a challenge of rollover. Rollover, to the layman's language, means this is money that has not been utilized.
Yes, or utilized.
We've allocated the money, but it has not been utilized. But when you look at this problem, you ask yourself, where does the problem comes from? It can be procurement delays. It can also be issues to deal with contracts, how they are awarded, or how they are being delays in finishing up of projects. So why am I mentioning this? It touches on what you asked about the stalled projects.
Yes, yes.
We have, for example, Cabernet Stadium. There are money that has been allocated for that stadium to even kick off, but we don't see the value for that money.
All right.
We have the current one, which is almost complete, the Maui Abata.
All right.
It could have been done to completion. In fact, right now there are contentious issues on whether to privatize so that it can run, because I believe there are some funds that maybe they were allocated, but they have not been utilized well. The third thing is a project like, for example, BAMCOS. Okay. BAMCOS, which is in Eldama Ravine. I've mentioned one in Central, one in Baringo South, and also one in Eldama Ravine.
Sure.
BAMCOS, to me, seems like a white elephant, a project that attracts investors each and every year, but at the end of the year, we don't see what is the progress about that. If you look at cooperative farms that are around that BAMCOS, for example, they are already selling their milk, their yogurt, their mala outside the county, yet this project that we feel it's for the government is not functional. The one like Maui Abata, which is getting into completion, we are not being given an opportunity as a county to run. Instead, it needs they need to privatize it. Badala ya kuweka kitu kama board, we get some employment. So you ask a very serious question on what can a senator do to ensure that these things are running smoothly. We need a senator that understands what happens within the system and why are we having these challenges, and how can we work together with one, the MCS, number two, the governor, and number three, the oversight committee from the national government, to ensure that there is smooth input or utilization happening. Because when you do rollovers, the next financial year, the money is reduced because you never utilize the money completely. So I think we need somebody who is informed about the arithmetics going on there. Then it can be resolved.
Maybe just to appreciate the people who are following us online. We remember we are live on YouTube, and I wish to recognize that we have quite a huge following that is online. Thank you so much for finding time to be here with all of you out there. Once in a while we pardon the network issues, but we'll be fixing them. I want to go to you have talked about public participation and public participation and public participation and sometimes we feel we end up putting up a lot of structures out there. For example, the health facilities across the county. We have a good number. During Chepsoi 1, let's call it Chepsoi 1, when the Toromo was the chief officer, we saw an upsurge of health facilities, but the capacity and resource into that facility, or even put resources in these having
County is as important. The ECD centers are as important as the health facilities. So as important as the tourism centers. So Baringo is a very endowed county with lakes, Baringo is a very endowed county with lakes, with hills, with sceneries, natural sceneries, waterfalls, like the smart waterfalls in Osen. We have the Tugenin, the Arorin Tugeniosis in Kipsaraman. I just saw something today about the revisiting of the same. So we have a lot of tourism sites.
Sure.
So I feel that, like you rightfully said, they need to be revamped. We are at Lake Bogoria at this point in time. It is another very powerful tourism attraction site. We need to, I feel that we need to do domestic tourism. We need to advertise our very own tourism sites so that even before we talk about external visitors, we have our own people visiting our facilities, paying the required fees as per the standards, and our facilities earn us money. That is for one. So that then we have Amkich taking his family to Lake Bogoria, and we have Tobole taking his family to Kipsaraman or to Simot or Lake Baringo, among others. That is one. Domestic tourism. In this case, domestic is not Kenya, it is Baringo people visiting their tourism site, marketing them and making them earn money that will then be reverted back to development and corporate social responsibility, CSR. That is one. And two, we again do marketing of our tourism sites in Kenya, so that then we have Kenyans visiting these facilities before we even now talk about external tourism. Kenyans, we have someone from Mombasa visiting Lake Bogoria, having known, there are people who know Baringo for all the negative reasons. They just know banditry and everything. But they need to know the beauty of Baringo. Let someone in Mombasa, Amina, ajue kwamba tuna ziwa zuri hapa Lake Bogoria ambalo lina maji moto, unaweza kuchemsha mayai, ukala, kimiujiza jinsi ambavyo Mwenyezi Mungu alituruzuku na kifaa kama hicho. That is one. International tourism. As our county government, visits, our people visit international, make international trips, let them market Baringo. That is one. Let them market Baringo. We have tourists from outside Kenya visiting Baringo. That is one. And two, now we need to, improve our facilities. A great milestone that the county government in partnership with the national government did at Kapicha in Nyalilpuch, Kisanana Ward. The Kapicha is another tourism site. We used to visit when we were young. The county government in partnership with the national government and donors are now revamping that place to have good toilets, good facilities so that then tourists can keep visiting and viewing Lake Bogoria from the other side. And lastly, now, let the people see the benefits of these facilities so that then, even when we are asking them to market the facilities, they benefit. There is a huge outcry in Lake Bogoria. The residents around Lake Bogoria in Loboi, they don't get proper benefits, a percentage of benefit from this tourism attraction site. So we need to have the communities around benefiting through the corporate social responsibility, what I alluded to as CSR. Watoto wa shule wafaidike, tuone wale wanasomeshwa, communities ya hapo wapate compensation and other benefits that they should get so that then they are, patriotic, wawe na uzalendo.
But we need to answer the question of how. We've dealt with what needs to be done, but how? How do we get Amina out of Mombasa coming to swim, coming to see Lake Baringo, because you have outlined it very, very well. Maybe Mundulel, before Morwes gets to introduce himself, help us with the how.
Yes, thank you very much. I was waiting that eagerly. I have an idea for all of us about the tourism sector, because I said I'm vying for this seat because of a dream to change some aspect in Baringo. And I've tried to map the issues that are affecting us and also look at the solution that we can use to address issues. First of all, the issue of tourism is at the heart of my manifesto. We want to harness and tap to the tourism sector in Baringo. How are we going to do this? And this one will think, all of us, let us think about this. The entry to Baringo is Mogotio, where you find the signpost written, "Welcome to Baringo." I think after you enter Baringo, the first thing you meet is Ta. That means that is the gateway to Baringo. Before we talk about the other tourism sector sites that needs to be visited, I believe that on your left at the equator, there is a building, a county government building, that I believe it was meant for issues tourism. I pray and I seek to look for resources. We put a museum in that place. Why am I saying a museum? This is the first place you'll stop at Mogotio, read everything about Baringo. Read, there is Lake Bogoria, there is Lake Baringo, there is Kanjulul Caves, there is everything that is in Baringo. You'll just find it at Mogotio. What do we do after?
Mundulel, so that you before you explain that, you say we build a museum at that site during the entrance site.
It's more of a museum,
yes,
but it's also more of a historic place that you can get information about everything that is happening at Baringo.
So an information center.
But we have an information center.
I know there is an information center,
yes,
but we put it strategically
okay,
at the entrance. Now what happens, I believe, if you look at Equator on your left,
yes,
there is these huts that we usually use at Kimalel, that we usually showcase different communities that are in Baringo. We know that Baringo is a county of great diversity.
Sure.
I believe such huts, instead of staying the whole year waiting for Kimalel goat auction, it should be in a place like Mogotio. After viewing the equator, the next thing you look at, you'll have some stalls, look at the communities that are in Baringo, Lembus, all the communities that are in Baringo, the Torais, the Pokot, you look at their culture. What will you be doing? One, the museum will create employment for our youths.
Sure.
The stalls that you'll come and check and buy even something, kama mshale, kama rungu, you'll buy them there, and now you'll be entering into Baringo. The third aspect why I need us to tap tourism from that side. Now we will register the number of tourists that are coming to our county. So that when we register this number, we start knowing how many, because there are tourists who just get to our county and they go to Lake Bogoria or Baringo without even paying a reasonable amount and they go back. But now when we know how many tourists are coming to Baringo, now we'll be able to think, are we going to add the number? Are we going to reduce? And how are we going to market and project our county to attract more tourists? The last aspect is what my brother Tobole has talked about, revamping the tourist attraction sites. You see, from Mogotio, you can either come to Lake Bogoria or you can use the other area of getting to Msos.
Sure.
Then you get to the gate.
Yes.
So, but if you look at the other side, we need to build some attractive sites there. It's a plain land that you can see good things, but we need to build some attractive sites so that these tourists can see and say, I want to go to Lake Bogoria because there is this and this and this.
Quite right.
The last thing, Chepsoi.
Yes.
We need to link up our tourist attraction sites with the national tourism organizations, and even international ones. So that before Mzungu books a flight in Europe, they already think about Baringo and they think of camping in Baringo.
There's a dream of building a circuit of tourism from the northern corridor, but I hope that will go through. But just before we come back to you colleagues, let's welcome Engineer Kemboi, and please introduce yourself and briefly what you do and why are you sitting in that chair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tom. First of all, I wish to take this opportunity to deeply apologize for coming late. It's because of reasons that are beyond my doing. It's been a long day.
All right, sure.
It started at around midnight last evening when my son fell ill.
All right, sorry.
And I rushed him to hospital. SHA didn't seem to work. Part of the reason why I'm here. And yes, I hope you've accepted my apologies.
We hope he's okay. He's okay.
Yeah,
now?
my son is okay.
Please proceed.
And, after I've
all right.
kept him at home.
All right.
So I hope you've accepted my apologies.
Sure.
Secondly, my name is, as you've said, Kipkemoi Kangogo. I'm an engineer by profession, and I serve in the county government of Baringo as the director in charge of the county irrigation development unit. The unit, which is mandated with ensuring that there is at least water in every irrigable acre in Baringo. I took over that docket 2 years ago.
Sure.
That's to say 24 months. Out of the 24 months, I spent 8 on interdiction. So clearly you can hold me accountable to how many? 24 minus 8? That's around 16. So, and out of 16, the record is very clear. We've been able to improve the acreage under irrigation from a mere 6,800 acres to 10,861 acres. That is courtesy of the leadership in place, especially the county government leadership and the MPs who held our hand. And I want to give one specific MP a lot of gratitude for holding the hand of the County Irrigation Development Unit. He knows himself. I will not mention him, but he knows what he has done to make sure that there's a lot of irrigation in Baringo. Well, back to the reason why I'm here now.
Yes, sure.
I've introduced myself. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a brother. And more so, I'm a born-again Christian. I'm a child of Baringo, and I believe that Baringo deserves the best of leadership that it can and should get from its own children. As an engineer, I've been trained both locally and internationally in many countries, the latest being Japan, China, Israel. And I can tell you the reason why I offered myself for leadership is because of what I saw in those other countries. It compelled me to think that we need to do something. In the
as let me just interject and sorry for that, because you have said that is what prompted you to want to be in leadership.
Yes.
You know, as you came in, these gentlemen have been looking at you and they are wondering why you are here. Because to be very honest, we have not seen you out there like the way we've seen these gentlemen
allow me to
out
stop
there.
you. Simply put Amkich.
Yes.
Hujaniona kwa mazishi, hujaniona nikirandaranda kwa kuget crash functions za watu. I don't do that. I want to believe
Please give him time. Give him time to respond. Kindly give him time to respond. Proceed.
I was introducing myself,
proceed,
so allow me
proceed.
to introduce myself.
Proceed.
Thank you, Tom, and thank you for protecting me. Hajaniona huko nikizurura because I don't believe.
Please use polite language.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So let me tell you one thing. Baringo has a population of almost 700,000 people.
Sure.
If you look at Baringo, name it, every year utasikia tunataka relief food. We want relief food. And even if now, if a lorry of relief food stops outside here,
Sure.
many of us will stop to go and gather the relief food, come back. Sinikweli. So I believe this country, this county should feed itself.
All right.
And as the director of irrigation,
Yes.
I have done the feasibility study.
All right.
And this county can feed its 700,000 people. How?
Do we have the land?
We have the land,
All right.
we have the water,
All right.
we have the freshwater lake here in
All right.
Baringo.
All right.
We have all the solar we can use to pump that water.
All right.
We have all the people looking for
Sure.
for employment.
Sure. I hear
So
you.
workers are there.
I hear
Relax. Ngoja kidogo.
No,
I'm still
I am
introducing
moderating
myself.
it. I am moderating it.
I'm
more
still
or less.
introducing myself.
Yes.
So
Please.
Tilia, let me finish.
Yes, I agree with you. Morwes. So that we don't also digress a lot. I hear you. You've
Yes.
introduced yourself, and
Yes.
but allow me to go back to what you said. Did I hear you? You say you were suspended.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
was
Why
inter-
were you suspended?
I was interdicted because in Loruk,
Yes.
5 kilometers away from where His Excellency Kindiki, at that time he was in charge of Interior,
Yes.
5 kilometers away, somebody was shot dead. And he was there and in charge of Interior. And I told him, no, my friend, that can't work like that. And the next day, DCI came on my neck. And we were with you, Chepsoi,
All right.
when we sat at the county police headquarters and told it to their face that they have done wrong.
All right.
They arrested
My colleague Ken Ruto. I hear
yes.
you. Now, I wanted to so because I knew that I wanted also the people to know why. Because when you say you were suspended and you want to be a leader,
because of my
they
fearlessness
want to
and my
know.
courage
All
to
right.
speak for Baringo.
All right.
And that's why I'm here.
All right.
So that I can offer that fearlessness and courage to speak for the people of Baringo. Because
sure.
the people of Baringo need someone who can speak on their behalf.
You still work in the county government?
Oh yes, I still do.
Are you planning to resign?
Oh
to
yes,
join?
sure. If I get the nominations,
Yes.
I will resign.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Morwes. Thank you. That is a bit of introduction. You know, I was a bit curious because
You
we
thought he
haven't
was
seen
from you thought he was from consensus.
Wakili, you have been accused of kutangatanga na kurandaranda by Morwes kwa mazishi, of course with a lot of humility.
Yeah,
You know, we have these old-fashioned ways of, I would call them old-fashioned ways of looking for votes. And you are, you know, coincidentally, most of you look like you belong to my generation. We are young people in this hall today. Maybe Morwes is slightly older than us. We were expecting the other gentlemen who are a bit older. Now,
We are lucky they are not here because we would have been pushed.
I know where Morwes wants to go, but we will not allow you to take that direction. Let's come back to the debate and ask Chebon.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's converse in low tone, kindly. Thank you.
Let's ask Chebon. You know, you will move around, and there are the old-fashioned ways of doing things, going to public places, you know, attending michango, which is okay, and everything else. But then, at the end of this, we spend a lot of money, resources. We invest a lot of resources. People are saying that we force leaders to give us a lot of money over the weekends, and we judge them based on how many funerals they attend, how many michango they attend, you know. So we forget their roles, the ones that you mentioned initially, of representation, oversight, and the other one, yes, representation, oversight, and legislation. So sometimes we have leaders who forget those three and then focus on being present in public gatherings and, of course, PR stands. So how do we depart from that so that we have development on the ground rather than publicity stunts and you know, all that.
Thank you, Bwana Amkich. First of all, I would really wish to point out that by visiting the funeral places or weddings, other gatherings, be it chai ya watoto, it's not kurandaranda, because that is the only way we can reach to the people, the electorates. We are trying by all means to reach them. And at the end of the day, why are we even seeking these votes? Why are we in this? Why are we coming to ask for votes? Because we want to work for them. So by avoiding them, it means that you are not ready to be a leader. Yes, with a lot of humility to my colleague engineer. Bwana Amkich, you have asked me a very important question, because most of our leaders, in fact, at this generation, looking at the generation that we are living in, most of them, they don't understand their job description. And I also, they don't understand because I believe that is when they pull the stung that you're talking about, the PRs. Because if you do your representation as required, if you do the legislation as required, if you do the oversight role as required, I believe other things will fall in place. And this thing of going to funeral places, says because that was your question that you're asking me, that people are going to do a lot of PR. Sometimes it's not about PR. We are Africans, and Africa is our business. So we are social in nature. That is what we go and do. But I believe that most of them, they overdo it. So for me, given a chance, because I have to address myself to my electorates, the voters, I would say that I would protect devolution. That is first of all. As a senator, I believe that if you don't believe in devolution, then you have no business in vying for senatorial position. So you have, first of all, to protect devolution. I myself, when I was being admitted as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, I took an oath to protect the Constitution. So myself, I took an oath. So the Constitution itself, we have to protect it. So by either litigating and other things to do. So Mr. Amkich, I would say that devolution is the hardware and the law is the software. And just as a computer, for you to understand or for you to utilize your computer very well, you have to understand the software. So for me, I would say that for you to be a good senator, you have to understand how the law operates. See? How the law operates. So for me as a lawyer, that is where I come in. I would really add a lot of value to the people of Baringo, because everything in devolution, the Constitution itself talks about, Chapter 11 talks about devolution. Article 10 talks about principles of good governance.
All right.
So for me as a lawyer, I would say that you have to understand the software, first of all, for you now to, because when we speak about oversight, it is so easy to say oversight. But how will you oversight, yet you don't understand the law? Because how I understand, for example, the president is really working hard to transition from the old tendering system to now EGP, which will seal the loopholes in the procurement processes. So for me, I would say that for you now to say that you are oversighting, let me say, assuming that on the issue of procurement, you have to understand the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act. For you now to understand that when they issued out or when they gave out the tender, they breached out, they violated a certain provision of the law.
All right.
So that's why I say that as a lawyer, I would will not do the PR because you understand the job description.
Thank you.
All right. Asante sana. Bwana Chemitei, Baringo County ilipata nishani ya fedha kwa ufisadi kwa kupeana rushwa wakati kupeana kazi. Sijui kama unanipata vizuri? Na EACC ilitupatia nambari ya pili kwa kuchukua pesa kutoka kwa wananchi wakitafuta kazi. Naam. jambo hili walichukulia vipi, na kama ungepata nafasi hii ungechukua hatua gani? Na vile vile swali la pili, kulingana na hali hii ya kutafuta kazi, what will you do to make sure there is balance from the minorities, the PWDs, the youth, the women in Baringo County based on the corruption allegation in the Baringo County, because that's quite something.
Okay, thank you, my good friend Chepsoi. Maybe before I proceed, I feel like my good friend Tobole is not genuine, because when I came in, I was expecting, but he was on the mic when I came in, so I was expecting him to welcome me. But maybe I thought it was the procedures of the house.
Order.
Now,
Chemite,
friend Morweza just come in.
Chemite, you are digressing. You are digressing. We are the moderators at Amkich here.
Secondly,
Karibu again. Please proceed.
I've just received an SMS from my brother who's at home.
Yes.
And he's telling me my grandmother is following me.
Okay.
Maybe he would wish to know the wisdom that his grandson is dispensing to this congregation. And maybe I'm sorry, I can use Kiswahili so that my grandmother at home may get what.
We will be fair to your grandmother. You can proceed to ongea Kiswahili.
So, my good friend Chepsoi.
Asante sana. Tafadhali tumpatie muda mheshimiwa. Asante. Proceed.
So, Chepsoi, we are aware.
Yeah.
We are aware of the bribery aspect going on in.
Yes. Na useme tu kwa Kiswahili kwa sababu gogo anataka kukusikia.
Kama vile umeuliza, kumekuwa na ile masuala ya ufisadi katika serikali yetu ya Baringo. To me, I cannot confirm because sijawahi pata mtu mwenye labda analalamika ama victim amesema labda alichukuliwa pesa ndio akapewa kazi kule kaunti yetu ya Baringo. So naweza kuwa ninadanganya nikisema haya mambo yanaendelea kule ndani, na mimi unless someone here atuambie labda.
EACC wamesema hivi.
Like seriously.
Marwes, what is the problem?
No, please don't interject tafadhali. Let's be orderly. Bwana Jemetei, EACC wamesema kwamba watu wetu wale maafisa wakubwa kwenye jimbo, ukihitaji kazi kama Bwana Jemetei, wanakuitisha kitu kiasi ndio upate nafasi ya kuandikwa. EACC imetupatia nafasi ya sisi ni namba 2 baada ya wazingishi. Naam.
The whole system is failing.
Yes.
Because EACC are the one who are supposed to, those who are involved in the corruption cases. And I'm surprised. They are the one who are reporting to us. Baringo is leading. So, sasa si wangekuwa wameshika hawa. EACC ndio wanafaa kukamata watu wanahusika kwa ufisadi. But I'm surprised you are telling me EACC are also, at the moment they are reporting to us. So, I think we are failing at the whole system. So, mimi sijapata ama sijasikia mtu hata moja ameniambia kwamba amechukuliwa pesa ndio akaajiriwa. Labda kama unajua wananchi pia sometimes they are the one who are participating in corruption cases.
Yes.
Because if you don't give out money, that means they won't employ anybody. Yeah.
Bwana Tobole, kwa sababu ndugu Chemita amesema huku kumkaribisha vizuri, lakini ni hoja yangu ya kukaribisha, lakini Bwana Chemita amesema hajai kutana na mtu ambaye amepeana hongo Baringo County, ila EACC imesema kwamba tunapeana pesa ili tupate kazi na kama sijui kama unakumbuka County Assembly ambaye mwakilishi wao Sharon Keteri yuko hapa pamoja na sisi, walikuwa na mjadala kwenye bunge, wakatia ili swala kwenye darubini, kisha baadaye kujaribu kufuatilia kwa nini mambo haya yanafanyika. Je, wewe umekutana na mtu amepeana rushwa?
Shukran sana Bwana Tom Chepsoi. Labda ni muombe msamaha rafiki yangu Bwana Chemitei kwa madai kwamba sikumkaribisha alipoingia. Nilimkaribisha Morwes kwa sababu alipoingia alitusalimu sote kabla ya kuketi, ila mwenzetu Chemitei alifululiza moja kwa moja hadi kwenye kiti chake. Kwa hiyo si kuwa na budi kukaa alivyotaka, manake angetanguliza kwa maamkizi kama ilivyo ada ya Waswahili, basi ingekuwa vyema kumkaribisha. Samahani ndugu yangu, siku zijazo unapoingia basi tuamkue ndugu yangu.
Tukalie kwenye swala Bwana Tobole.
Asante. Basi hebu ni jibu swali hilo. Indeed, there is corruption in our system as a
yes.
country. and we cannot run away from that.
Sure.
We must face it. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, which is the mandated body, flagged off Baringo and ranked it as second in corruption and in bribery and corruption. And those are professional information that has been given to us. And we cannot question them because they have told us there is a problem. Now that they have told us, it is us, the leaders, including the aspiring leaders like myself, to pick it up from there. And I want to commend the County Assembly for playing its oversight role, investigating the matter, tabling a report, which should now be pursued to its ultimate conclusion. And by the way, Tom, those I am perplexed, to say the least, to realize that my friend Chemite is not aware of a single corruption case in Baringo County. I am mesmerized, to say the least. There are reports that were shared with the committee in the investigation of people admitting that they were demanded to give bribery to get a job opportunity. So as a senator, I want to be a partner with the County Assembly in fighting corruption. By the way, Tom, let me tell you this. The late Senator William Cheptumo, may his soul rest in peace, had an intention of addressing the County Assembly. I want to be the first senator in Baringo County to give an address at the County Assembly of Baringo. It is my first dream that I want.
It will be the second. It will be the second address because Gideon Moi did the first. Yes,
which has not happened. Being the second for 15 years.
Yes.
Is unfortunate. I want to be a partner with the County Assembly
in
making oversight roles. So when the County Assembly raise issues and they do their investigation, I will support them by law as another national oversight leader in ensuring that the recommendation by the ad hoc committee are implemented to the latter in the spirit and letter of the Constitution of Kenya, and ensuring that justice is served.
I hear you.
For justice delayed is justice denied.
I hear you.
Thank you, Morwes. Thank you, Tobole. You have admitted that there is corruption, and it is the highest level of investigating corruption has put us on the wrong page. Morwes, have you encountered bribery, corruption? Have you seen it? Do you admit that it is there, or maybe you've participated? And what is the mitigating measure when you become the Senator of Baringo? Will we still be on the front page in terms of bribery, or will go to the last page, or will not appear completely in those books?
Thank you for that answer. Maybe for the sake of Chemite's grandmother, sijui nitumie Kiswahili. Ngangala anantukan. Sigagas.
Kiswahili ni sawa.
Kiswahili iko sawa.
Basi nikueleze ndugu yangu, ili swala la ufisadi kidogo lina kera kwa sababu ukiangalia kutoka juu ambaye ni rais mwenyewe, mwanzo nikupeleke nyuma, ukiangalia kwenye uongozi wa rais wa awali ule Uhuru Kenyatta, ilifika wakati akaja mwenyewe jukwani pale mbele akaanza kulalamika, sasa mnataka nifanyeje? Zile style za cousins mnataka nifanyeje? You know, it's crazy. Let me tell you my brother, kwa sababu ufisadi umekithiri kiasi cha kwamba mpaka rais mwenyewe ameanza kuunda jopo ambalo sijui multi agency, pale pana DCI, pana EACC, pana sijui nani, pana mpaka makadre na watu wa kuombea watu, lakini yeye mwenyewe akili zake za mwambia nini? Fanya multi agency. Kwa sababu gani? Hiyo ni ile kidogo aseme mnataka nifanye nini, yani imebaki kidogo tu, because it's become an issue. Ni donda. Wacha nikwambie ndugu yangu, mwenyewe hapa I'm on record na vyombo vyenu vya habari viko na nini zangu. Manake nikiona ufisadi mimi mwenyewe wa mtu wa kwanza kupiga kelele. Na ile juzi tu ni ile shule ya Kaption uliona. Mara wasikia sijui, manake
iko kilomita kama 3 kutoka kwangu nyumbani. Kila siku nikipita pale naona Kaptionyi Girls. Narudi Kaptionyi Girls. Mwaka nenda mwaka rudi. Miaka kama 2 hivi. Mwaka ya kwanza, mwaka wa pili. Kufika mwaka wa pili nikaanza kuuliza, jameni, hili shule liko wapi? Mbona ni msitu tu? Mbona ni msitu peke yake? Basi nikachukua na wenzangu nikamwambia, jameni, njoni muangalie huu msitu. Manake huu msitu sasa imekuwa ni shule. Kufika pale ni mbuzi, ni misitu, pana mpaka burugenge kule ndani.
Naam.
Tutafuta madawati hakuna, tutafuta mwalimu hakuna, tutafuta nani hakuna. Mpaka Belio Kipsang mwenyewe ambaye ni alikuwa ndio PS
katibu wa kudumu,
katibu mkuu wa nini?
Wa elimu.
Naam. Akaitwa pale bungeni. Naam. Akaulizwa, pale pana shule? Akanena la. Sasa mbona kunafanya hivi? Ikaja mwenyewe ilibidi afanye nini? Afanye school census. He spent 400 million to do a school census because it was clear that there was no school. But let me tell you, out of that noise, pakajengwa shule. Wapi amen? Hakuna amen? Ilijengwa shule, basi wacha nikwambie.
Now
out
let's
of that there was a school. So what I'm
tuje hapa nyumbani sasa. Let's come down to yes.
Kwani Kapteni ni wapi?
I mean to the let's come home to the question. I mean yes.
Yes, corruption is evident, it is there. That's what you are trying to say. Corruption iko. Yeah? Mi mwenyewe siku ile Mheshimiwa Sharon akiwa pale assembly akiitisha watu. Kuna watu walikuwa wananipigia wakiniuliza vipi naweza kumfikia Sharon nimwambie mambo yangu. Nilikuwa nikiomba ruhusa, bwana wewe naomba nikurekodi. Aniambia sawa rekodi. Sharon kamtumia. Sharon, siku tuliongea? Ndio hiyo. Yaani wenyewe watu wanakiri kwamba nimelipa pesa fulani ndio nipewe kitu fulani. Nimepewa pesa fulani hivi. Wengine alhamdulillah, wengine hata wapeana si pesa peke yake, hata miguu bana wewe. Wengine wametoka na kisonono.
Morwes, how do we mitigate? Give us the solution. Tupe.
Naomba tafadhali
Wacha nikupe suluhu.
Tafadhali naomba tumpatie muda tafadhali. Tafadhali.
Yes, tupe suluhu sasa.
Na Chepsoi tafadhali protect me.
Tafadhali Bwana Morwes, ningependa kukuprotect. Tafadhali tunyamaze kidogo. Kisha Bwana Morwes, ningeomba tafadhali kwa ungwana msanifu Kombo.
Naam kaka.
Tutumie lugha ambaye italeta ushawishi yoyote na haitakwasa mtu yoyote.
Natumia lugha ya Kiswahili.
Naam, tufanyaje?
Asante. Tufanye namna gani ili tutatue swala la ufisadi, sio?
Naam.
Kusema ule ukweli ndugu zangu, nyinyi wale mko nyuma na hapa mbele, sisi sote kidogo tumeoza. Tujikubalie kwamba tumeoza.
Kumaanisha tumekosea.
Sisi wenyewe in our society we seem to be cast to reward only those who have stolen. Only those who seem to be rich through thuggery ndio tumereward. So my solution is this. One. For us to change our society, we must begin with the children that we have now. Forget this one. Hii yote hii tumeoza hii. The children who are young, wale wako kindergarten pale. Teach them. Pili, entrench ethics and anti-corruption units in classes.
Asante sana.
Ingisha kwenye grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, mfundishe mtoto wako mambo ya taaluma za ethics.
Asante sana.
Funze mtoto wako ethics.
Asante sana Bwana Morwes. Asante sana Morwes. Amkich, kabla sijakupatia nafasi, Engineer Boni, kama utanipatia sauti ya wakili Linus Kamket, amejumuika pamoja na sisi kwenye mtandao. Wakili, muda ambao tuko nayo hapa, kwa sababu muda ambao umeingia kwenye kikao, tafadhali utatumia tu muda mfupi sana, in a very short statement. Tujulishe wewe ni nani kwa ufupi, kisha baadaye ugusie tu kwa ufupi kwa nini umejumuika katika masala haya ya kuwania kiti cha usenate. Tafadhali kama Boni mtapata sauti ya Linus Kamket. Wakili, endelea.
Good evening.
Good evening, wakili, proceed.
Okay, my name is Linus Kamket. I am an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. And I am a resident of Baringo. I come from the sub-county or constituency of Tiati. And as you are aware, I have joined this race of vying for this position of Senate that has fell open after the demise of our late Senator Cheptumo.
Yes.
I think that's a brief introduction of myself.
Sure.
I will answer some questions from you if necessary.
Yes. Why do you want to be a senator, Wakili?
Yes, as I had said earlier in many forums, maybe you're not aware, I have had this interest of being people's spokesperson or speaking in the interest of people. I've had this interest for a long time, and I couldn't wait any longer when I saw this opportunity. When I saw this opportunity present itself.
All right.
Through the by-election.
Okay. Which party will you contest in, Wakili?
I'm sorry. I am a contestant and I'm an aspirant, and I will be vying through the UDA party ticket.
All right.
I'm a member. Yes. I'm a UDA member.
All right.
Yes, and I run through that UDA ticket.
I hear you. Are you related to the Honorable William Kamket from Tiati? Because the name looks alike, and your face. If this is your face, please clarify. I want to, because your voice and I don't want to be mixed up here. It could be represented by somebody else because you're online and the team can't see you from here.
I could not be seen.
Yeah, I can only see you myself.
That question, is that an appropriate question in this interview now?
Yeah, I am. I want to be sure because you sound like Mheshimiwa Kamket, and I want to be very sure because
people look alike.
Right.
They say people. You have 4 people who look like you exactly. So maybe I come from Tiati like him.
Yes.
And he's a good leader. I admire him. But that issue of being related is not relevant in this case.
All right. I hear you. I hope we will not come and realize later that you are brothers, because it will be embarrassing also at the same time, because this is accountability, Linus Kamket.
I don't think it's a big problem because I am an adult.
Yes.
And I am a man who has aspiration at a personal level.
All right.
And if it was that I related to him,
yes, I was asking on a lighter note. I hope you've not been offended. I was asking on a lighter note.
I'm sorry. I'm just explaining. It's not. There's nothing bad. Yes. I'm saying if I was related to him,
all right,
there's not will stop me from aspiring to the people of Baringo at the national level.
Of course, it doesn't. Of course, it doesn't at all. It doesn't at all. It doesn't prohibit you from contesting at all. It was just out of curiosity, because I wanted actually our audience also, our people to understand, and got also the feelings to understand who you are. Please proceed, follow us up as I give my colleague Amkich Karanja to ask questions to our
Thank you, Wakili Kamket. I think we'll get back to him because we've been discussing a few issues. Wakili, if you can be able to hear us, we have delved on issues relating to exploitation of the resources that are in the county, that we are not doing well as expressed by the gentlemen who are seated in front of us. We have also addressed ourselves to issues corruption, issues bribery, and we will be getting back to you on that issue. Maybe to be fair to the audience that are here, my co-host Chepsoi, we had promised that we'll take 2 questions from the audience at a first come first serve basis. Before we get to if you look at your watch, it's getting to 11 p.m. and we want to be fair to the people who are following us. Some of the people in diaspora, they are watching us. It's 3 a.m. Some it's 4 a.m. and some are waking up to go to work. So before we do that, I want to go to the audience. If we have a camera that can take us to the audience, and maybe a microphone that can go to the audience. I have Charles Rerimoy here. Someone please get him the microphone. And yes, please. Charles. And maybe a lady. Do we have a lady who has a question before we... Yes, Charles. And let's, yes.
Yes, thank you, Amkich. My name is Rerumoy from Endamaravin. I have a question to Chemitei, Tobole, and Engineer Borwes. First to Mr. Chemitei. All these aspirants, they have explained and told us about their education background. Yours seems not to be clear. And you know, the issue about leadership is not something that we should joke with. Senate is not a house for the common, or jokers. I don't want to use the word jokers, but unfortunately I have used it. I'm sorry. I want you to kindly explain, to tell us friends, except you. I've just realized that engineer is vying. Just learned today. But all those aspirants who we've been knowing, you didn't attend. You want to buy through the UDA seat. Don't you think that the assistant to the president to go and meet him and you didn't attend? Don't you think that's an insult or a disrespect to the president? And then 2 days later, you wrote a post on Facebook that watu wameenda Nairobi consensus, mimi nimeenda consensus na yeah. That looks like I don't want to say it's a juvenile
Conclude very quickly because we have
last to
yes.
Tobole. I'm sorry to ask this, but I have rumors has it that you are forced from the external forces to come and buy in Baringo. Is it true?
Let's dwell on what we know so that we don't
It's a matter that needs
yes, you know, when you say external forces, we of course I know Morwe and Tobole will respond.
Yes.
Let's have yes, very quickly. I actually had allowed one question, so now you've done three.
Morwes, you are a critic of the president, and me being a believer of the UDA government, you cannot criticize a government and you want the same ticket from the same government to buy using the UDA ticket. I don't know how you are going to handle about that.
No. Yes, please. Thank you. Someone, we have one person there so that we can still. One question, please.
Okay. From Mogoto. Hope you can allow me first a minute to make an observation before I ask the question.
If you can project your voice.
Yes. And make it relevant to the debate, Jim Tol.
It's very relevant.
Yes.
Before we started, we've been told that you invited over 10 aspirants to come and tell the people of Baringo what they have in store for us. Unfortunately enough, we have like less than half of the people who were invited. And it's good to note that the people who have turned up are the young people who are seeking to represent us in the Senate. Now, the question I'm asking myself is, where are those old men who want...
Use appropriate word, Jim Tol.
Yeah, they are old. Which other word describes a person with...
Don't okay. Let's allow him to conclude kindly.
Don't use stereotypes. What Jim Tol?
I'm not stereotyping.
Yes.
It's just an observation.
Yes.
And I'm saying if somebody is serious about contesting for the seat of Senate, he should have come here and told the people of Baringo what they have in store for them.
All right.
Because by them not showing up, it shows that they lack seriousness.
All right.
And if you cannot come and speak to these people through such a platform, are you going to speak in the Senate?
All right.
These
All right.
are the questions we
All right.
to ask us. And I should applaud the young men who turned up for this thing.
At least we have them here.
We've had to them.
Yes.
Now to my question.
Yes.
I don't have many of the questions to these other candidates, but I have a question for Morwes. And you are the people who invited Morwes, and then you are asking him if he is going to resign in the work that he's doing right now in the county, and if he is not. Morwes has been very loud in matters corruption in the county. If he is responsible enough, Morwes, why haven't you resigned in your position? You are serving a corrupt government and receiving salary from it, and yet you are saying that you are very vocal when it comes to matters corruption.
We agreed the housekeeping rules. We don't clap, we don't applaud.
Question number 2.
Yes.
Morwes, you've said you're vying under the UDA ticket. And to tie my question with what Charles Taylor has asked, we've not seen you. You've said you don't attend funerals, you don't attend weddings. But we've had serious party meetings that require your presence, and we haven't seen you in those meetings. Yet you want to vie under the UDA party. So how are you going to convince us that you are a serious contender? Because according to me, you've tried to paint these other aspirants as people seeking PR. But according to my observation, the person seeking PR here, unfortunately to say so, it's you. Because you've not shown up anywhere to tell us that you're vying for this seat. And I'm absolutely sure that when it comes to 20th, your name is not going to be in the ballot. And this interview, you're just going to use it as a PR stunt to continue with what you've always been doing. So, Mr. Morwes, can you kindly answer the two questions I've asked?
Thank you, Jim Toll. I want us, before we go to Morwes, let's allow Chair Chemitei to respond to some of the questions that Charles asked. But I think, just to be clear with Charles, when we allowed people to introduce themselves, we didn't ask about their academic qualifications, for the reason that I don't think, or I'm perfectly sure that while we require people who are learned, and we are not saying Chemitei is not learned, the Constitution expresses itself, it's clear on who qualifies to run for Senate. So yeah, so it doesn't it doesn't say anything to that extent. But let's hear from you 1 minute, so that we go to ndio tuende kwa engineer Morwes. Asante. Yes. Ora, oh yeah. Yes, you also there was a question that was referred to you. Tafadhali.
Maybe to answer my good friend Revamping. You know, I came late, so I didn't know the procedures you used. Maybe when these guys were introducing themselves. So me, I went to Nyalilbit Primary School, my early age, and later I joined Kabel Primary School, where I did my KCPE examination, and I went to Kisanana Boys High School, and later I joined Lake Bogoria Girls. By that time, it was a mixed school. So at the moment, it is Lake Bogoria Girls. And, yeah, I'm giving our background information. It is now a girls' school.
I can confirm. I can confirm.
So I went to Lake Bogoria High School, and I later went to Technical University, where I did diploma in mass communication, and a brother to my good friend Chepsoi, Titus. I schooled with him. He's my witness. So currently I'm undergoing a degree in mass communication. So maybe, you know, such things are personal. I didn't know maybe this guy may want to bother so much about it, but maybe.
Thank you.
I've given an explanation. Secondly, me, I didn't go to Karen, the official residence of Deputy President. You know, that is the most respected office. And it is a place you cannot just go by yourself without a official invitation. So to me, I wasn't invited. Or maybe I can call it, until these guys may confirm they were invited, you may call it, I was maybe sidelined, or maybe they didn't want me to go there because me, I didn't get invitation. So even if these guys can be honest, they can tell you they just get crushed. There is nobody invited. Hakuna mtu aliwaalika. Mimi sikupata invitation, sikuambiwa deputy president ameitana kule Nairobi. Ni hao wangwana tu walisikia labda watu wanaenda Karen, wakajikuta pia huko. Hata mkutano ya jana, there was no official invitation. Ulitaka niende wapi? Nilialikwa na nani? Agenda ilikuwa nini? So ukiniambia uliepa, nimeepa maaliko ya nani? So mimi, I didn't get an official
Asante sana. Sasa hii pia Chemitei, just to handle that so that we exhaust that. Kuna hii pia ya consensus Watu wanasema kuna watu wanakutana kwenye mikahawa pale Nairobi kujaribu kufikia kubaliana nani atapeperusha bendera ya UDA. So hakuna mwaliko because wewe juzi tumesikia kuna mkutano, nimekuona pale Marigat. So you were not invited. There was no such meeting.
No such meeting. Unajua hiyo ilikuwa mkutano ya watu wachache. Waliamua kwenda kuzungumza. Haikuwa mkutano ya UDA, haikuwa mkutano ya deputy president. Sasa unajua dialogue and consensus is a good thing. I respect.
Sure.
But again, it should not undermine the democracy. Unajua Article 1, Chapter 1 of our constitution states that all sovereignty, all sovereignty power belongs to the people. It should be exercised by the people through voting, through their vote. So mimi nangojea uamuzi wa raia. So kama kuna watu wanaenda kuzungumza kule Nairobi, mimi nangojea sauti ya raia.
Asante sana.
Nataka kuenda, mimi siwezi.
Asante.
Bwana Chemite, na wakikubaliana kwamba kwa hiyo kikao umesema labda huko walikwa, wakikubaliana pale kwamba yule candidate wa UDA wamekubaliana pale, utabakia independent ama
kidogo ndugu yangu Chepsoi, ni kama umelala darasani. Nimekuambia hiyo mkutano.
Ni swali tu nimekuuliza.
Hiyo mkutano haikuwa mkutano ya UDA. So iwapo wataenda kukubaliana, watakubaliana nje ama kando na chama. So the procedures of the party are ongoing, registration are ongoing. We are voting nomination party preliminaries on date
20th September. Yes.
So hiyo mkutano ya jana ama makubaliano ama consensus hayahusiani na ile
na chama
ambayo imewekwa na chama.
Asante sana. So that we move very fast. Yes.
Chama. Bwana Evans, ulikuwa kwa kikao?
Microphone. Very quickly, yes.
Thank you, Chepsoi.
Yes.
Mumenipita sana, but I've been very patient. Because I hope later you'll give me a chance to respond on the issue of corruption.
Takupatia muda.
Okay, I appreciate. So on the matter of what Chemite is talking about,
yes.
One, Karen.
Yes, number one, Karen.
Being a leader, you must be alert. You must be connected. You must know where your people at what time, doing what, for what. The meeting that was called at Karen was not anybody's meeting. It was called by the MPs. They called their constituents. So by de facto, I'm a resident of Eldama Ravine. And being a resident of Eldama Ravine, if the MP of Eldama Ravine says that you are my constituents and you are needed in Karen, that was 200 people per MP, I don't have anything else but to go and listen to what they are doing. Number two, it wasn't a meeting of UDA aspirants. The deputy president, who is the second in command, called the people of Baringo to go and talk to them. You listen to leadership. If you don't agree with them, it is okay. But being a leader, you go and listen. That is the second role of a senator, representation. You must go and listen. If you agree with them, then well and good. If you don't agree with them, you'll just said muko hapa simukuje muombe kura hao wananchi wenye wako hapa because now this is a collected constituents, the entire Baringo is there. There are leaders there. So if you are a leader and you are not there, who are you representing? So we talked, tukaomba kura watu ambao walikuwa hapo, then we came back home.
Sure.
That was the one for the current. Secondly,
Yes.
the issue about the rumor about the consensus. I believe there is no official request for consensus anywhere. Number two, the deputy president, who is the highest, the second highest authority, requested, and that clip can be played, that there are two ways of us as UDA getting
A candidate. Sure.
Number one,
No.
you can talk amongst yourselves. If you feel you can agree, which is always a very difficult thing. Even right now, I think we might not, but we think we don't know what will happen. The first thing, go for consensus.
Yes.
Number two, if you fail, call for elders to mediate. But if you fail, go for nominations, which is a democratic process. So there is nobody who has been tied. Chemite is not wrong or right not to come. It is his own democratic right.
Sure.
But I believe as a leader, you should not be away from where other leaders are. Go there, face men. Why do you run away from other men? Go and face a man. Tell them, I don't like what you are discussing. If they want to do whatever they do, they proceed. You come back. You can't proceed with what you are doing. But when you run away from a problem, you are a coward.
Did
So you may not be in a position to be a leader.
Mulikutana jana?
There wasn't an official meeting anywhere.
All right.
And by the way, I like, I've been a blogger and I like how things are. Nyinyi mnaweza pepeta moto yenye hakuna mpaka
Check. It's
Sorry.
okay.
Kuna moto umeweka kwa hiyo mic.
Mnaweza hapana ni hema chemeta
Ayamaliza, conclude Mundulele.
You might sorry. You know the funny thing with our supporters is that they like fueling something. So when they realized, of course Monday, Tuesday sisi ni hustlers. Tunaenda Nairobi kutafuta moja mbili, kutafuta marafiki, tupate ya mchango ya weekend. Lakini sasa vile waliangalia hivi wakaona aspirants wengine ni kama wako nini, of which it's normal on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, they now said that hawa viongozi wameenda wamejifungia mahali. And because there are leaders probably who are opportunists, they use the situation to portray themselves just for sympathy. But this Senate race is a serious issue, and we must consult at both levels, at national and also at the ground, to ensure that at the end of the day, we get the right leader without faking, without sarakasi, without doing vituko, but doing the right thing so that we do the right thing for the people of Baringo.
So like someone in the audience has said, wazee hawako. So you can confirm they are not in any official meeting for consensus.
That is what we are saying. Democracy. Sasa saizi tunaweza sema wazee wamekutana mahali wako consensus cause tuko hapa. But we are not sure of what was happening because they are not with us. So we cannot speculate.
Sure.
And as a leader, you have to maintain your integrity.
Thank you.
Say what is right at the right time for the right thing.
Asante Evans. Let's go to Wycliffe. There was a question directed to you from the audience.
Thank you, Amkich. My brother and my good friend Charles Taylor Erimoy alluded to a rumor, and he said rumors. I want to confirm to him that indeed they are, as you said, rumors. Because my brother, you know where I've come from. If there are external forces that are pushing Tobole to run for Senate, then those forces are miraculous because they must have pushed me to be a leader from primary school. They followed all the way to be the head boy. They followed me, pushing me, external forces. And I think if there are such forces who are pushing us to propel us to our dreams, then we should welcome them. They pushed me to Kabarnet High School. And they paid my fees. And they facilitated me to be the school captain in Kabarnet High School. The same forces followed me to the university, pushed me all the way to be the president of KU. And the same forces continue pushing me. Really?
Yes.
A leader that is natural, like Tobole, is known.
Thank you.
And my journey began way far, more than 15 years ago. It is clear
In
my
a nutshell,
vision.
in a nutshell, there are no external forces.
They are rumors, as he
Thank you.
said, and they remain rumors until I'm sworn in, God willing, as the senator of
Let's
Baringo
finish with
County.
Morwes before we go
Let me
to...
let me clear something.
Yes,
Let
please.
me clear something.
Yes.
I want to say sisi wote tunaomba kiti tukue senator wa watu wa Baringo. Hakuna mwenye anaomba kiti akuwe senator ya watu wengine. Sisi wote tunaomba kura raia. Ndio maana slogan yangu ni senator wa wote. And so, let us be aware that there are existing party structures. I am vying in UDA ticket. The party leader of UDA is His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto, Doctor. The deputy party leader is His Excellency Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki. You remember very well that His Excellency the Deputy President, who is the deputy party leader, said that he has been sent by the president. And the president is aware of what he is doing. Like my brother Mundulela had mentioned, he gave us two options: consensus or nomination. And that was from the deputy party leader. It is belittling to refer to people who went to meet the deputy president in Nairobi as people who have gone idling in Nairobi. Like my brother Chemitei said.
Gate crashing.
Yeah, gate crashing.
Yes.
And Chemitei, Mheshimiwa, clearly said that is a very serious place. The official residence of the deputy president is a very serious place. You cannot get crashed. And he knows that. How can you, for heaven's sake, how can you get crashed, Karen? There are different gates that you need to be cleared before you get there. So we were there rightfully.
Thank you.
Responding to the call by the deputy president. In fact, the deputy president was shocked that two of the aspirants were not there. Na akasema kama huko hapa wewe ni watermelon ama huko sure unataka nini. Ukiwa wewe ni, wacha nimalize ndugu yangu Amkich. Ikiwa unaomba kiti kwa UDA na deputy party leader amekuita na useme hiyo ni kwenda kwa idol.
Chemete amesema hakuitwa.
Sasa sisi tuliingia namna gani huko? It needs to be very sincere. Sisi tuliingia namna
gani? Asante sana Morwes.
Lastly, naona Morwes anawaka sana. Nataka aseme kitu. Lastly, my brother.
Yes.
If there is the aspirant mwenye amejituma sana kwa ground, ni toboa na tobole. Na mimi nimeinvest kwa hii safari emotionally, spiritually, financially na kila kitu. And so we cannot gamble with this process. This process we must follow to the letter.
All right.
And my brother Mudulela alisema wanauma wakiitana kuja tukutane. Na unaogopa wanaume wenzako kwa nini? Si unakaa chini na unaitika na unaenda kusema hata mimi hakuna wakati nikiitwa siitiki. Unaitika, and I'm one person who believes you should face your problems. You should not run away from them. Ukiniita na kuja na uniambie uniachie ticket ya UDA. Nakuja kwako tunakunywa chai na nakwambia sikuachi, kwani shida iko wapi?
Asante sana.
Morwes, very quickly.
Thank you. Wacha kuniharakisha. I want to congratulate my brother Chemitei. If we were not invited to Karen, we were not invited. Do you get crash functions that you're not invited? Number 2, network ile tunatafuta ni network ya wananchi, sio network ya huko juu. Tunataka network ya wananchi hapa chini. That is why, and we respect those offices. We respect the office of the deputy president. We respect the office of the president. Nani ataitwa na deputy president akatae kwenda? Nani? Hatukuitwa? Chemitei wewe uliitwa? We were not called. Haya, number 2. Let me tell you one thing.
Wanaweza sema ni network bwana.
Wewe acha story mingi bwana. It's my time. Sikiza. Baringo with
just orderly. You want Morwes? Tutumie lugha.
My brother, stop cutting me short. Let me explain my point.
Ngoja bwana Morwes. Lazima tukue na utaratibu. Kama ulivyoongea sijatumia neno, sijasema ngoja wewe, sijasema wewe Morwes ongea. Tutumie lugha ya heshima bila
You're taking time, my brother. I have heard you. Let's proceed.
Let us proceed. I've heard you. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Baringo has over 700,000 people. These 700,000 people, you cannot tell us only 200 are called to Karen and you tell us the entire Baringo was there, as my friend Mundulel was saying. Senator Mundulel. You cannot tell us just because 200 people were picked from a constituency,
Yes.
now 700,000 people are in Karen.
All
That
right.
is a lie. Number two,
All right.
Baringo has a myriad of problems that needs to be addressed fast and urgently, more than who is in UDA and who is not in UDA. We have people here who are jobless. We have people who are starving. We have people who need food. We have people who need jobs.
All right.
We need to create those jobs by industrializing.
All right.
We cannot industrialize without raw material.
All right.
This raw material cannot come if we don't do our farms.
I hear you.
Are you getting my point?
Yes.
And the farms cannot do themselves if we don't irrigate. So clearly, we need to support the president's agenda of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, and the first one being agriculture.
All right.
We need to transform our country by supporting what the president has in mind.
Thank you very
and
much.
the bottom-up, wait, relax. You gave this guy
Please,
10
please,
minutes. Let
tafadhali
me
bwana
explain.
Morwes, tafadhali bwana Morwes, hatutafanya
You
kazi
gave this
hivyo.
guys time.
Tafadhali.
I need to
You
explain.
can
Yes,
conclude.
asante sana.
I haven't
Now,
answered
please
his question.
conclude. I want
I
to give
haven't
you
answered
also
his
to other
question.
candidates. Yes, please proceed.
I haven't answered this question.
Yes, yes,
You see, my friend,
yes.
when we tell you when you are wrong,
Yes.
it doesn't mean we are criticizing you. We are criticizing the things that are wrong.
All right.
You see? When we tell you housing levy, huwezi kata nyumba kila mtu pesa ya nyumba alafu unaenda unapatia kina McDonald Mariga and you don't want us to criticize you.
All right.
We will tell you as it is. It is wrong. Those are policies you need to relook. Otherwise the Gen Zs will look at you. You need to look at those things.
All right.
Yeah?
Jim Toll,
Number two.
Jim Toll question.
I have another question. You see, we cannot be fighting for body contact. Ati sasa wewe songa mimi ndio nafaa kuwa karibu na huyu, unasukuma Chemetei huko, unafanya ati because you want to be near the deputy president. You see, we respect the deputy president, but don't push us so that you are near to
Asante
him.
sana.
All right.
Those
Jim
issues
Toll-
of pushing each other,
Jim
hiyo
Toll-
tumekataa.
Jim Toll
Issue
question.
number two, we
Yes.
have issues like rollover, my friend, in Baringo County.
Yes, yes.
We have issues like stalled projects. We need to be addressing those issues. We have issues, people who have not been paid. We have casual guys who haven't been paid. We have, I mean, when are we going to address those issues?
All right. Jim Toll questions. Jim Toll question. Jim Toll, ask your question.
Jepto asked me a question
Finish
if I'm
that
going
one.
to resign.
Yes.
First of all, he asked me if I'm still in a government. Why am I'm still serving
Yes.
in a government
In
that
a
is
corrupt
corrupt?
government,
Utanilishia watoto?
Let's
Number
right, asante
let's
sana.
stop at that.
All right.
We want to bring in
Tosha.
sorry
No
sorry
problem,
kidogo
no problem.
kidogo
You can
Morwes
move, but I'll tell you the truth as it is, my friend.
Morwes,
Baringo needs to be saved from the
Thank you.
misrule that it is.
Thank
Order,
you.
Morwes.
Asante
Order,
sana.
order. Asante.
Amkich, we have wakili. Wakili.
Let's listen in tafadhali,
Let's
tutulie
listen to
kidogo.
wakili tafadhali, tutulie. Wakili, please proceed. Naam.
Before, as we bring in Wakili, let's have a
Just hold on, wakili.
Okay.
Just hold on, wakili. Yes.
we are trying to bring in Wakili.
Yes, let's proceed.
It's okay.
Amkich, if you please proceed with the question. If wakili is not ready, and please, Boni, if you can bring in is DK online? All right. Wakili, proceed.
Okay, naam. Ni kama mnaanza kuchoka lakini poleni sana. Nimeona kelele zimekuwa mingi. Sasa kwa hii mambo ya corruption,
Yes, proceed.
Baringo County is not a going concern anymore. We have a big trouble of corruption. Like Tobole said, we need the report of the ad hoc committee implemented. I am aware that there are some legal battles in court, but my wish as an aspirant is to have that report implemented to the letter.
Order members to skip wakili tafadhali. Proceed. Wakili.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So, like I've said, the issue of corruption in Baringo uh, the Ethics and Corruption Commission has ranked Baringo as number 2. But in my own view and in my own analysis, I think Baringo County is number 1 in corruption. The corruption hierarchy, it's number 1. I am very sure about that, because if you hear about the cases of bribery in employment is happening in the county, it's so rampant. You will find someone is applying a job whose salary is around 70,000 shillings per month, but is being asked to pay the panelists, to pay the service board, to pay like 300,000. Where does that person get that money from? It's a big problem. So I concur with all the other leaders who have spoken about this issue. It is a real-time problem that must be tackled, and a senator, a good senator, will initiate that process by pushing for the implementation of the ad hoc committee report. About the issue of consensus and so forth, personally,
Yes.
I got an invitation.
Okay.
I got an invitation from my area member of parliament. I was told that the people are going to Karen, so I should, as an aspirant, show up so that I can speak to the people who are going there. So for those who are not invited, maybe they don't have a good relationship with their MPs. Yeah, that is the truth. I was invited, and there is no way you could get crushed. The official residence of the deputy president. So when I went there, they checked my documents, and they said, you are one of the people who are invited here. And we went there to make our case, and we were told to go and make a consensus. If we could not agree, we go to the nominations. So far, I am aware that there are some meetings that happened yesterday. It was not sanctioned by the party. It was just an initiative of the aspirants to try and brainstorm and see if it's possible to front one candidate on the party, on the UDA party ticket.
Yes.
But as it stands now, there seems to have been no consensus so far.
Thank you.
Personally, I am open to the directions of the party, but I am very serious and I'm going to convince my friends. All who are sitting there, they are my friends. I'm going to convince them to support Wakili, because I am the most. I believe I am the most qualified candidate to represent Baringo.
Why would you say you're most qualified, Wakili?
I have a vast knowledge of. I have a huge experience in legal practice, and I have read. I have gone through the performance of counties in this country.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at counties that have propelled,
Yes.
that have gone far in terms of development and implementation of a devolution project,
All right.
you will see those counties are represented at the Senate,
Yes.
by lawyers.
All right.
It is true. You can do your own research.
All right. But it doesn't prohibit anybody, Wakili, it doesn't prohibit anybody if you're not a lawyer. I can qualify as a journalist as well.
I'm sorry. That's my opinion.
Yes. All right.
It's my it's my observation.
Maybe
I have observed
Wakili,
people,
just to cut you short,
Amkich
Wakili,
has a question. Wakili, listen to it.
so that we become fair to you, because your colleagues have had an opportunity to speak to some of the issues in the county. And let me be biased and ask you, if you became our senator, and considering you come from Tiati, a place where we all appreciate that there is still a lot that needs to be done, especially on matters literacy. What would you do? Of course, you'll be a senator for the entire county, but what do you think needs to be done in Tiati that has not been done over the years?
Very good question. Like Mr. Tobole said before, the issue of early childhood education is a big problem. The issue of Tiati is quite obvious. The level of illiteracy is around over 90% of illiteracy. So I will push in my role as a senator, I will push the county government through any means necessary to invest heavily in education. And also, in terms of infrastructural development, I will push the county government to fast track development of infrastructure, including roads and other social schools and other social amenities that will help the people to get closer to other developing people. I believe I answered your question.
Yeah, of course, yes. Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa. We still want to recognize the people who are following us online.
Yes.
I want to recognize everyone who is following online. Thank you so much for staying up until this time. We want to appreciate Francis Kebai is following. We have Susan Koche outside the country. I don't want to mention which country. We have quite a number of people. Samuel Cheraisi following. So many people following online, far beyond the borders. I want to also recognize Moiben Bawen, Kimuga Kennedy, Andrew Lagat, Brian Kiprotich, Vivian Kiprop, Cheption Kiplimo following, Dan Okech, and Balozi Deno, Vivian Kiprop, and so many others. We have quite a huge following online, and we really appreciate.
Yeah,
We want to come to the close. We will be concluding because time is really not on our side.
Yeah, sure.
We will still allow every one of you to make a comment.
Yeah.
All of you.
Yeah.
All of you.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, Wakili.
Wakili, yes.
I think to be fair, all of the panelists here, the interviewees, they had their time. They have spoken, and I think they took. I think the reason as to why I was skipped intentionally is because the issue that you are addressing was the issue of party.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think.
Oh yeah,
to be
sure.
fair, before you conclude, so that we can all comment, you give me a chance.
True. You can ventilate on that.
Yes, thank you so much. Bwana Amkich, I was also not, I didn't attend the meeting, the current meeting, simply because I'm vying for Senate under independent ticket.
Maybe let's be clear on that,
Yes.
because I have had people flying accusations of was it a meeting of UDA members or a meeting of people from Baringo County?
To be clear,
Yes.
the member of parliament had the liberty to mobilize a section. Somebody said the whole, I mistook what I said and said the whole Baringo was in Karen. No, that is wrong. It was just a representation, because at any given time, there must be somebody to represent someone so that we get there.
From UDA or from
A
random?
representation of constituents.
Thank
So
you.
it meant that the deputy president had the responsibility to speak to his people, tell
Sure.
them the
Thank you.
agenda of the
You-
government, and
You've
whatsoever.
clarified. You've
It's all right.
clarified. So
Regardless of the party. Regardless of.
thank you. Regardless of the party.
right.
Continue.
Okay, for that reason, I think I'll also join my colleagues of those who were never invited.
Yes,
I was
yes.
not invited.
All right.
Because it was not one.
Which is
one
okay.
meeting.
Which is okay.
I want to justify as the
Yeah.
reason as to why
Yeah.
I'm buying an independent ticket.
Yeah.
Until recently, I was a member of the UDA, and I really support the bottom-up agenda of the president. And during the 2022 elections, the president sold to us his manifesto, as well as the president of the county, who is the governor, and the rest of the guys. And I'd really want to appreciate that we see the president articulating his issues, and we are seeing everything every day. Most of the things are coming into reality. Unfortunately for me, when it comes to the county level, there is no reflection of whatever we are being told. And the reason as to why I chose to buy an independent ticket is because I had an opportunity to go through the constitution of the UDA. And among the things that amounts to a misconduct is any action that brings the party into a disrepute. Chochote inaribia jina chama. And I think it's an acknowledgement that there is so much that is going on in the county level. And no action is being taken. It means that they are silent about it. So I chose to be different because I want to face this monster head on. Because at the end of the day, it's our people who are, it's at the expense of our people that they are suffering. I chose to be an independent ticket because being an independent ticket doesn't mean that I disagree with the current regime. We have to respect the president as he is. Secondly, there's the issue of, I want to justify the issue of independent ticket. We have seen other people from even the Kalenjin communities who are on an independent ticket and they are supporting the government of the day. If you look at the women rep who was Singish, Nani Elgeyo Marakwet, Honorable Ngeleche, is under independent ticket and they are working very well with the current regime. If you look at Honorable Timothy, my learned colleague also, he vied under independent ticket and is a member of parliament. So for reason as to why I want to be there, because I want us to use an analogy of if you want your properties to be protected and you have to employ security guards, would you choose 2 security guards who are brothers? Would your things safe under their hands? Of course, they will collude and conspire to steal from you and to finish you, right? To me, I don't see any. I want us to go to the case of Nairobi County, whereby Sakaja was elected under the party of Kenya Kwanza. And you see the senator, who happens to be the Edwin Sifuna, Honorable Edwin Sifuna, is coming from is the SG of ODM. And you see the way he puts to task the governor. I think before even the governor thinks of otherwise doing anything stupid, he knows that the senator will be on my neck. To me, it's about us, not about the party. Let us put ourselves first. Let us grow beyond that thing. At the end of the day, when our counties, when our health facilities, health sector is dying, our people are the ones dying. It's not the party. Let us speak to ourselves. Let us tell ourselves the reality. As we speak, Kabarnet, we have a level 5 hospital. Other counties have been able, with the allocation that they have been given, just like us, they have built level 5 hospital from scratch. And they have a facility well equipped. And as for us, as the people of Baringo, we had an opportunity. We had a level 5 hospital that had been constructed. We are not constructing ours, but we have to machine equip. As we speak, people are going all the way to Eldoret and Iten to seek medical services. Don't you see that there's an abnormality?
Sure.
So for me, I want to go there.
Sure.
Face this monster boldly and without any strings attached. I want to be for the people. I want to fight for the people. I'm not coming here because I want to champion anyone's agenda. Amkich, there's something that was on the issue of tourism.
Yeah, sure.
Give me 1 minute.
Please do it in exactly a minute.
A minute, yes.
Yes,
Thank
please.
you so much. You asked my colleagues as to what would they do, how. And I see we have natural resources that we are underutilizing. I was in Baringo in December. I brought my family. We visited Bogoria in December. Yes. And I will say that I was saddened because the status of the road itself inside the park is wanting. Nobody is addressing that. But at the gate, we are being told pay. And nobody even cares about whether you go there, whatever happens there, nobody cares. We went there and I had a car that was a bit, it was chini. And we took almost 4 hours to reach where the hot springs are. Yes. And the time that we took and what we went to see, it did not commensurate. We felt like we were wasted.
You didn't get value for money.
We didn't get value, exactly. We didn't get value for our money. So now what I'm trying to say is this. with the rising water lakes in the Rift Valley, soon we will no longer be seeing the hot springs because it will be covered. We saw a small
sure.
portion had remained.
Sure.
So for me, I think as a county, we should be creative enough and also do some maybe recreational activities in the park.
All right.
Maybe it's like cycling.
All right.
Thank you.
So that at least we are still very low on our own source revenue.
Thank you, Wakili.
Thank you.
You have made your point, and I think you have expressed yourself.
Yes.
We are pressed on time, and I can assure you, together with my colleague Chepsoi, we had volumes and volumes of stuff that we thought we would be able to exhaust. Unfortunately, we've not even done
And half of
a
it.
quarter of it.
All right.
We will get to the question time again, but then allow me to
Yes.
bring in Chepsoi.
Yes.
So that we can.
Amkich. Asante sana Amkich. Amkich, is before we go back to our panelist, I agree. You had a bonus. Uko na ka bonus before you make your statement about corruption. Sorry, Bwana Mundule. Sometimes this horse has taken off and iko na bumps kidogo. But before we have two honorable members here, and before I give them to make a comment, I want to appreciate the presence of Alfonso from the Office of the MP, Baringo South, Chief Katigit from Marigat, and of course Obeta Sirma, Sub-County Administrator, and Deputy President Judo Kenya, Bwana Chemirio, who is here with us. And I'm told there will be a competition of judo in Baringo County for the first time in Marigat on Saturday, and they will have finals. The judo for those who will participate. And Bwana Chemirio is a Deputy President of Judo Kenya. He also comes from Solian in El Damaravin. Our good friend is a Deputy President of Judo Kenya and the team. And I'm going to give Honorable Sharon Keter to just make a brief one comment, and then we give it to Honorable Kiptala, who is also the chair ad hoc committee. But just for a minute, I also to appreciate their presence. If you can get the mic to Honorable Sharon Keter, and we would really appreciate.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Sharon Keter. I'll be very brief. Number one is to say thank you to Amkich and also Chepsoi for organizing this interview. It's such a noble cause. And to congratulate every aspirant. And this is my comment, is that we are all from Baringo. We are seeing you. It's good for you to sell your ideas so that we can get the right senator. And remember, this is my advice, or something that I usually say. Leadership is not about you. It's about the people. It's about giving service to people. So ni servitude. So at the end of the day, you'll know that you'll become servants to the people of Baringo County. And I wish those people who are going for primaries all the best. Na kuambia, you know me, I come from chama cha baba na mama KANU. And let's see what is ahead. Kama Toyota atakuja, you get what I'm saying. But I wish every one of you well. You've done so well in the interviews today.
Asante
God
sana.
bless you.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa Sharon. Let's have the microphone going to Mheshimiwa Cheruto Kiptala very quickly.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Cheruto Kiptala. I'm a proud Baringo child today. To Amkich and Chepsoi, congratulations, you're doing a good job. And the
Asante.
aspirants, I'm so proud of you. You are so adversant with everything that is happening in Baringo, especially the ad hoc thing that happened. I thought it was a small thing, but I'm proud that it's coming up in this forum. I'm a UDA member, and I'm a UDA nominated MCA, and I've come here today to watch you and listen to your agendas. And I'm so proud to the candidates that we have and the independent guy. I wish you all the best. We will make the right decision when the time comes. All the best.
Asante sana. Maybe you can pass the microphone to this gentleman here, just 30 seconds.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Adan Kanchemiria. I'm the Deputy President, Kenya Judo Federation. I come from Solian, Eldamaravin constituency. And I would like to, first of all, thank Amkich and Chepsoi tremendous work they are doing. But since I've been dealing with youths for the longest, I want to say that the youths I've seen in front of us have not really articulated matters that touches the youth.
All of you, just in 30 seconds. Morwes, yes?
Before you go to Morwes, Evans ako na bonus yake ya less 1 minute about mambo corruption. Yes, please. Yes, please proceed.
1 minute. I couldn't stay calm when it comes to corruption because it's something that kills our county and something that brings down the very fabric that we've really invested in for years. When we are looking at corruption, it is real, it is happening, and that's why the ad hoc committee were pushing to look around and see what really happens when you are employing someone. What really happens when you are giving out contracts. As I said earlier, I'm a human resource by profession. That means that I know the modalities of how you employ someone, why you employ, and the criteria that should be used to employ someone. But leave that to the birds. Maybe the jobs that we have at our county are limited. Bwana Chepsoi, it is possible for us to harness into the opportunities that are coming to the county through the plan, to get more job opportunities so that we don't rely on the few at the county. For example, after Governor Cheboy won, as Amkich said, went outside the government, he confirmed those who he had employed. So it means they were on permanent and pensionable. When Kiplish came, he had no room to employ more staff because others were on PNP. So what did he have to do? Maybe he had to add some 1-2 on some process. But now, if we harnessed on, for example, industrial park that is coming to Kimose, we harnessed on a housing program that the president is bringing to every sub-county. That means that we will have more youths to be absorbed to those projects. We harnessed on what I talked about, the tourism. We try to create employment. And the last one, we need to create a strategic plan for the county, like the way Kibaki did the Vision 2030. When he did that, it meant that it gave the country a vision that every leader that comes in aligns with the vision rather than creating your own vision.
Thank you.
As Baringo, as I finish maybe in 20 seconds,
yes.
We need, probably when I be the senator and I rally behind all the leaders present, we create a strategic plan that shows where are we going, so that when we are going to the public participation, we can indeed guide the people through civic education, that you need to allocate some money to flagship projects, which will help us create more industries, create job opportunities for our people, and we won't be flagging around maybe Cabernet to be employed.
Asante.
So for corruption to be addressed,
yes,
we need to expand, we need to provide solution to the challenges so that we have a broad scope of employment rather than the lean one that is available. Thank you, Bwana.
Thank you, Mundulel. Thank you, Evans. I just, we have addressed ourselves to the issue of oversight and representation. Just in 30 seconds, Morwes and everyone else who is on this bench, any legislative agenda that you are taking to the Senate, assuming the people of Baringo give you the opportunity to be at their Senate, do you have any legislative agenda in mind? Because you've expressed yourself on the issue of representation and the issue of oversight. How about legislation, Morwes?
Thank you. Thank you so much, my friend. I want to address myself to that issue because it's the issue that brought me here.
Sure.
My friend Mondulel just mentioned, aspiring Senator Mondulel, that a county needs to have a plan. And it's good for us to have a plan because we already have what you call the CIDP, the County Integrated Plan.
Development.
If
yes,
I want to tell you, look at the people of Marigat, for example, the Baringo South people.
Yes.
They are hardworking people. But the produce, like the Kenya seed maize they do here,
yes,
they have to take it all the way to Kitale. And it comes less 35 to 40% of what they planned to do. So what do I need to do?
Yes.
Have Kenya Seed have their own aggregation industry in Baringo South. Tusikuwe tunapeleka vitu yetu mpaka Kitale alafu inarudi less 35% or 40%.
Brilliant.
Number 2, ukiangalia zile nyanya zinatoka hapa.
Yes.
Probox inaingia kwa shamba, inajaza Probox, inabaki 70% inabaki kwa shamba mpaka ng'ombe inakataa kukula. Ni kweli?
Yeah, sure.
While our chips shops in town get tomato sauce from Nairobi. Are you getting my point, Amkich?
Yes.
What we need to do is have a processing plant. Kitu kama a plant ya ketchup hapa Marigat, it will absorb hiyo tomato yote badala ya kukulwa na ng'ombe. So that the 70% ile ingekulwa na ng'ombe kwa shamba iingie kwa industry. That industry needs power to run. That industry needs human resource. It will employ our people. Where will it get the power? GDC in Silale generate over 3,000 megawatts of power. Baringo as a whole,
yes,
Kirdam only needs 1 megawatt. Kupump 2 maji ya Kirdam kwenda Kabarnet. All our hospitals need another additional 2 megawatts. We have a local content bill that was passed, and it says 10% of local content material, natural resources, should remain in the county. Where is our 300 megawatts of GDC power? Where is it? We need to harness that. Ndio tukienda Thika, tupate mtu wa mananasi, tumwambie kuja Baringo tukupee shamba, lima mananasi, and we give you power, you employ our people so that we generate income earning opportunities. We stop arguing on whether we are in UDA or in Kanu or whatever. We need to generate income for our people, create employment for our people so that we feed our people.
Asante sana. Thank you so much. You've made your point. Your legislative agenda. Wycliffe, anything on legislation if you are going to Senate?
Thank you, my brother Amkich. For one, you remember in the recent past, Baringo County has had experienced serious insecurity challenges.
Sure.
And only in 2024, 36 people were killed through the hands of bandits. So I feel that as much as security is not a devolved function,
yes,
it is a national function.
Sure.
There is need for a senator. The late Senator Cheptumo, may his soul rest in peace, attempted to bring a motion to do with banditry being declared as a national disaster, so that then the government can reign on the same. So I have been a champion of matters security in Baringo County, and I think that motion and legislative laws should be pursued to ultimate conclusion so that the victims, thousands of victims of banditry who have lost their livestock, who have lost their land, who have lost their property, who have lost their loved ones, get compensated. And then in the long run and in the long term, we get, expansion of development opportunities to, remote areas, schools, hospitals, network, electricity, roads, so that then we can have a long-term solution on the challenge of insecurity in Baringo. It is an extended or a corporate legislative agenda. And lastly, there is need, in a nutshell,
conclude.
Yes. I am very keen on health and early childhood education. And I would like to bring legislative policies, laws touching on health and touching on early childhood education among the other devolved functions.
Thank you, Tobole. Let's give them just very quickly legislative agenda.
So legislative agenda is my agenda number 3 out of the 5 that have come out as a blueprint for Baringo.
Yes, please.
And out of the legislative one, I decided that I'll have legislation based on the regions, because we said Baringo is county of great diversity. One of the legislative agenda that is on the table that needs to be pushed is on issues hardship allowance. As much as we are pushing hardship allowance at the lower parts, also the people at the upper parts, especially the cold parts, they need hardship allowance. So I won't preempt that because we all understand what it entails. The second one is what Tobole has talked about, issue security. I believe the late senator pushed it to somewhere. We need to give some more energy so that it can cut across other counties, which is not even Baringo alone.
Absolutely.
Thirdly is one that I'm very passionate, and I'm trying to do research to see how we can craft. It's a legislation on permit and licensing.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to see how we can streamline, because permit and licensing is one of the areas that we get what we call own source revenues.
Thank you.
So if we don't get it right, we always miss the point.
Thank you.
The last thing
Yes,
is
please.
what I talked about, the project and the vision that I asked us to ventilate about tourism.
Yes,
I'm trying to see a legislation, and maybe the MCAs will help me to see how we can tap into that tourism, make our laws as people of Baringo, and also the national laws that touches on tourism, so that 30% of every resource that comes within a certain area remains. And this is anchored to the law, to the bill that was presented by our former senator, that is a local content bill, that says that 30% of the resources should remain. So we need as a county to see a way we can devise our laws to tap into that law so that we have 30%. The last thing,
please conclude.
I'm pushing on legislation on issues to deal also on 30% on matters youth and 30% on matters women and special interest groups. That if something is happening, for example, a road is being constructed in Baringo.
Yes, please.
If employees are 100, 30 should be from Baringo. 30 should represent youth, 30 should represent women, and 30 should represent a special interest group. The rest, the contractor or whoever can do whatever they do. So those are just small.
Yeah, I
of
just
what
wanted
I
you
can
to
do. Thank you.
Yes, your priority areas. That's why I know you have quite a number. Wakili, legislative agenda. Very quickly so that we can close with Mheshimiwa Chemitei, alafu tuende closing remarks. Sasa kila mtu dakika moja.
Yes, thank you so much, Bwana Amkich. I'm very passionate about legislative agenda. That is my area of interest. That is where I call home. I do practice law on a daily basis. I do litigate. Among my legislative agendas is there's an act of parliament called the Wildlife Conservation and Wildlife Conservation. It's a Wildlife Act. So this act of parliament, Wildlife Conservation Management Act, sorry, that is it. This act of parliament, section 25 provided for the animals that in the event it attacked a person and maybe caused death or maybe an injury or caused, it destroyed property, someone's property, you are entitled to compensation by the County Wildlife Conservation and Compensation Committee. Those animals were listed in that act, section 25. My heart breaks because among the animals that were listed there was the snake. And as we speak, Baringo County, a majority of the parts, a bigger part of Baringo is hassle, is arid and semi-arid. And we know the cases of snake bites is very rampant in Baringo. In 2019, that section was amended and they removed the snake part. Yes, as we speak, it used to make the work easier because the victims of the snake bite, they would fill a form just like that of an insurance and they would be compensated. I wonder where our legislators were when they amended that part, because that is where we come to representation, the thing we are talking about. They failed the people. For me, I'm saying so because in the event of a death,
yes,
in that act, it provided that a person would be entitled to 5 million. As we speak, and in the event of a damage, 3 million. When that act was still in place, our people didn't know that there is such an avenue that they would be compensated. So for me, I would first of all push for that act, for that section to be, we reinstate. We have to bring back the snake. So because our people have to be compensated. So many people are burying their loved ones. And I'm speaking because in this area we are right now, there are so many cases of snake bites. Just a minute. So That is very important to the people of Baringo, because many people have buried their loved ones and they are entitled to compensation. Bwana Amkich, if we bring that part, because at the end of the day, there's so much money that is being collected and it goes to tourism. So why don't they reciprocate by giving back at least a section of it? When our people are being beaten, at least breadwinners, the survivors, can continue with their life, normal life. Absolutely. There is the issue of the border I was talking about.
Yes.
The Border Act, famously known as the Public Transport Motorcycle Regulation Bill 2024. It has passed in Senate. Unfortunately, the same bill was tabled before the National Assembly on 12th February 2025. And there was an application by way of a notice of motion to withdraw the bill, because I believe the Senate realized that they made a blunder. Because it was very punitive. You can imagine a border guy, the penalties you can see at clause 32 provides for the penalty if you carry that wide load that we are talking about.
I think you had initially mentioned
one of
that.
my agendas.
Yes, please.
Yes, I think you have asked me a question. So I'm talking about this, Bwana Amkich. Section 32 provides that if the event you breach any provision of that law, you'll be fined up to 20,000. As we speak, I've been a border rider myself. And I know most of these border guys, either they are riding people's motorbike. For those who are riding theirs, they are paying loans, right? So
they hardly have that money.
Yes, they can just, I'm very sure they can go home with 300 shillings.
Thank you,
so
Wakili.
It is very punitive. In the event it is passed and assented into a law, I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to table a motion on that.
Asante sana. Thank you so much. Asante Wakili. Let's close in with Chemitei.
Okay. On
yes.
Legislation.
Yes.
I will focus and advocate for border protection. Baringo border protection, because at the moment we are having a problem with Laikipia.
Yes.
And Turkana. That is area where I'll measure matters legislation. Secondly, I will legislate on revenue allocation. That is the revenues that are collected within our county. You know, like
so collection, revenue collection.
Yeah. Tukuna revenues nye tuna collect.
Yes.
Like Bogoria, for example. And you know, at the moment, au venye katiba inasema, iyo revenues tunasanya hapa Baringo. Tunapeleka kule Nairobi kwanza.
Ndio irudi.
Iende irudi.
Sure.
So to my wish and maybe my intention, tungesanya revenues yetu na ikuwe okoa chaazi yenye tunatumia kule Baringo. Rather than taking them to Nairobi and wait them to be brought back again. Yes.
Sure. Nice. Asante sana. We want to close in with Wakili Kamket, legislative agenda, so that we can have closing remarks. We go home. Is he online? Technical team?
Tafadhali tu kama wakili yuko kwenye mtandao tutashukuru sana.
Hello. This interview was a no audience interview, eh? So
Chepsoi.
Yes, wakili, proceed.
Okay. Thank you for the interview. I will want to suggest that perhaps this evening we have had some issues of poor network connectivity. I will propose that we do this interview again in a better connected place. We can do it in Marigat, or we can do it in Chemolingot or Mogotio, anywhere where there is a good connectivity. And thank you for this initiative. And for my friends who are vying for this senatorial seat, I wish them all the best. There is nothing personal in this. Just go ahead and seek votes. If you succeed, we'll support you. And for my friend Sharon Keter, Mheshimiwa, I will want to ask her to give me this vote. Na hata amwambie Mheshimiwa Gideon Moi, hiyo miaka 10 imemtosha akuje sasa achunge kijana mdogo kama mimi. alafu tuendeleze county iende mbele, na nawatakia kila laheri.
Yes.
Na mkuwe na usiku mwema.
Asante sana. Thank you wakili. Asante sana wakili. Engineer Bwana Kemboi,
1 minute.
Let's have the closing conversation. Please go ahead. Please share the microphone with Morwes.
Thank you once again for this opportunity.
Yep.
I will want to close with my favorite. When the wind blows, and I tell you it will blow, my friend.
Parliamentary language.
Yes. No, when the wind blows.
Oh yeah, sure.
Chinua Achebe. Thank you. First of all, I want to thank each one of you for giving me this opportunity to present and articulate these issues. As a closing remark, I want you to reflect on how Baringo can feed itself. Because if you cannot feed your children, then you cannot talk in front of anyone.
Sure.
And let's make use of Lake Baringo as a good way of irrigating Baringo. It's a freshwater lake. We have a lot of energy, the solar energy. We can use that energy to pump the water outside the lake, and we grow food, do our industries, and we employ our youth. My friend mentioned that nobody has mentioned the youth, but everything I've been talking about is employment of youth, engaging the youth. You cannot employ shows. We employ youth. If it's industrialization, it is the youth. If it's farming, it is the youth. If it's housing, it is the youth. So I want to thank you, the panelists, for according us this opportunity. And I want to wish the people of Baringo well as they make their choices on 20th. That when you see Menotatu, weka tick. Ukiona Morwes, weka tick. Ukiona Engineer Kemoi, weka tick. Na kama humtaki, weka X. Hata hiyo inakubalika. Weka X. Hata hiyo inakubalika.
Asante sana.
Thank you.
Asante sana. Asante sana. Before I give it to let's gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, let's give our honorable members
just a minute.
Yeah.
I heard people asking my friends here where they went to school and all that.
Yes, just a brief one.
If you're interested, then I could also.
We will share after the second session. Let's give our honorable members a good time. As you say, an honorable man feeds his own family. It's a very special thing about Baringo County. When you speak about food, it's still a shame that we still ask for food. It's not something that we are so proud about it, and I agree with you. And let me give my good friend Wycliffe Tobole to have his closing remarks.
Thank you, Tom and Amkich, and thank you for this opportunity that you have given us to express ourselves. It is in the spirit of accountability before the people.
Sure.
3 things quickly. One is that I pray and ask for the support of the people of Baringo County to be the representative of all. Kukua senator wa wote. I want to be the representative of all communities in Baringo, regardless of their tribe. I want to be the senator representing all the tribes in Baringo, all the religions in Baringo, all the ages in Baringo, and even a representative of the little attended to persons living with disability. I want to be a key supporter of them so that they feel represented.
All right.
Secondly, I want to ask the people of Baringo County to judge us based on issues. And I want to challenge my fellow aspirants to up this game. Let us campaign on issues, not talking about each other, but talking about your agenda to the people of Baringo. And I want to ask the people of Baringo to rise above the bar as they have always done and elect a leader based on their qualities and not based on where they come from. I want to be elected as the senator of Baringo County regardless of my tribe, regardless of my religion, regardless of my age, just because of the qualities and agenda I have.
All right.
Thirdly,
All right.
you know, Tom Chepsoi, you are a very cultural Kalenjin man, and I admire how you usually give quotes in Kalenjin. And I will translate this loosely. Kwamba yoge bagi go manu murer agi wendi ga bigoy konyolu iwe kapikoi i presentable. Okot ya wendi kapikoi werichu biikab Baringo komasapos ilachkei komie.
Alright.
Ingaran komie, ngot kometinye kot shati isom siyiwe kapikoi komakimenin. Akereny ngele ng'o nemeche kotun lakwet simakisasin eng kapikoi. That is why I am a believer of decent dressing since childhood, because I believe the first impression is the lasting impression. Sometimes people interpret my dressing on suit otherwise, but it is a strength because I want to be presentable. I want, when I am the senator of Baringo County, I give respect to Baringo. I don't want to be a pushover. I don't want to be somebody who can be, pushed anyhow. I want to look like a senator of Baringo and give a face of Baringo.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa.
Lastly, by the way, Tom, again, I am a go-getter. I am a very aggressive young man. I am a very vibrant young man. I am someone who chases the ball. Sometimes people who are thank you. Sometimes of course my contenders who may not be as sharp as I am want to water down my sharpness na waseme ni kiherehere. They misinterpret kiherehere na kukua mtu sharp. Senate requires, kama hiyo ndo kiherehere, wacha mimi nikuwe kiherehere wa Baringo, nilete resources. Na hiyo kiherehere imenipeleka mbali kwa sababu imeingiza mahali watu hawezi ingia. I want to be a sharp like that. Nilete, I bring the things home.
Thank you.
And be a go-getter.
Thank you.
Be the person who chases the ball. If that is kiherehere, si mimi nikuwe kiherehere wa Baringo, Baringo ipone. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. And by the way, Tom, as a church elder, I want to request after all my colleagues have spoken, I read a verse and pray.
You want to pray?
Yes, I read a verse and pray. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Before Mheshimiwa Tobole prays Evans Mundulel, please proceed.
Asante Chepsoi and Amkich for organizing this event.
Let's listen to Mheshimiwa Mundulel tafadhali. Let's listen to tafadhali. Let's position.
So as I was saying, thank you Chepsoi and Amkich for organizing this event.
Sure.
My parting shot. I, Evans, Kiprotich, Mundulel, Bet, from Baringo, Eldama, Ravine, Koibatek Ward, Kanjulul Village. I look at you, the people of Baringo, and I request for your vote with humility, knowing that there is a future ahead that we need to achieve, all of us. As we present our interest, I request that you look at us and see your future, see where you are going, see where it needs to be represented with integrity, with sobriety, and with the truth, so that we make sure that as a people, we move forward together without leaving anyone behind across the county. I request your vote because I've presented my case. Muende muniombe kura nyumbani. And you go tell your people that Evans Kiprotich Mundulel Bet anahitaji kura yenu akuwe seneta wenu watatu. Ya mwisho, salamu ni kusema seneta gongo. Na unajibu seneta gomundule. Na ukipata mtu ambaye ajajibu hivyo, hiyo ni password. Unajua huyo mtu ajui seneta ni nani. Uniombe kura kwa unyenyekevu, bila matusi, bila kierere. Uniombe hiyo kura, tulete kura nyumbani, Baringo isonge mbele. Asanteni.
Asante sana Bwana Evans Mundulel. Naona umeongeza utundu mahali fulani, lakini ni sawa. Nafasi, thank you so much my good friend Evans Mundulel. And tafadhali let's not walk out. Let's listen to our colleagues. It will be an honor also to be respectful and courteous. Wakili karibu.
Thank you so much, Chepsoi. Thank you for organizing this event. Thank you for our audience. Thank you for our viewers who are following this the debate online. My parting shot is that I do request the people of Baringo not to judge me based on the party colors, but because of my vision, my integrity, and my commitment to serve them. I'm vying on an independent ticket, meaning that I'll be in the finals. I'll be there to meet the finest, the best of the UDA candidates. And during that day, I'm really looking forward that we can have another debate, because there are so many things that we have not touched on. We haven't touched about trade, which is a devolved function. We haven't touched about water deeply. There are so many things. I believe we are constrained because of time, but otherwise we could have said so much. There's so much that we are prepared to tell the people, because we have the people at heart. As I had started, I told you that I come from a very humble background. It is the people who made me who I am right now. I also feel and I believe that I have a debt to pay by ensuring that we also give back to the society. The best way I can give back to the society is offering my services as your best, because Baringo deserves the best. The best is the person you are seeing before you. When you vote for Chebon, Wakili Chebon, you are voting for a courageous, an independent-minded person who is going to take Baringo from one point to another. Thank you so much. I know the time has gone. We really look forward to meeting them at the ground. Thank you.
Asante sana wakili. Let's give this moment to Kiprono Chemitei. Karibu sana.
Okay, first let me thank you guys for organizing for us a very nice event. Maybe apart from us talking about the issues, our ongoing issues in Baringo, the current leadership, it has been also a platform for us to explain ourselves to these people and maybe make the larger number of people of Baringo to get to know who are these people. So we really thank you so much, and hoping for you people to organize for us another event next time. Secondly, I want to tell my good friends and my fellow aspirants, including also the congregation here, next time you want us to meet, we all come from Baringo. We don't have to take ourselves to Nairobi. You can even meet Kibelion, you can even meet kwa Kipandaski. We don't have to go to Nairobi. We are the same people from Baringo. We don't have to take ourselves to Nairobi and go meet there. We can just meet everywhere. Lastly, last but not least, me, I come from among the most minorities communities in Baringo, and in the spirit of 2010 constitution, the minorities also have a right or have a stake in the leadership arena. So maybe to motivate my fellow guys from communities, offer me a chance to lead also as a senator of Baringo. Lastly, two people not to charge me. You know, as you all know, tomorrow our national team Harambee Stars will be having a very important game. So I'm a patriot, so I've just come here with a chezi, maybe in solidarity with our fellow Kenyans who will be representing our country tomorrow, and we wish them all the best. Maybe I didn't have, maybe it was my idea to dress on a chezi. Maybe these guys will expect me to put on a tie. Na poleni, mimi sijafunga tai kwa maisha yangu, so nitajifunza. Asante sana.
Asante sana waheshimiwa aspirants. You know, thank you so much. We want to appreciate that we have come to a close of this session. If I can get the online camera, I want to, in a special way, appreciate the people who have been following us. I know it has taken, which camera kindly? Yes, Martin, yes, thank you. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate the guys who are following us online, the diaspora team, and even the people in Kenya. I have my friend Pavel Kotor Watunemali who is following, and quite a number of people who are following this conversation. We know it's late in the night and you have made it an effort to be present. we would have mentioned all your names, but you are into 1,000+ people, so we are not even able to mention. I want to appreciate the gentlemen and the ladies behind us here. They have made a very good audience. You can clap for yourselves. Asanteni sana. As I take it back to my colleague Tom Chepsoi, I want to say asanteni sana waheshimiwa watarajiwa. We hope, we wish you well, and the best person will come out of this arrangement. I'm so proud that we have been able to have you here today, and just within a week of planning, and we are here, and thank you so much for giving. Without you, we wouldn't have had this debate. So thank you. God bless you so much. Thank you so much, Baringo. God bless Kenya. God bless Baringo. Baringo County, county of great diversity. My brother Chepsoi.
Please, let's also appreciate Amkich Karanja tafadhali. And before we close down, our good friend Mheshimiwa Tobole, Mheshimiwa Mundulil, Mheshimiwa Okili, Benjamin, and Mheshimiwa Chemitei, we want to, as Amkich said, we want to truly appreciate for your honor to come in, and also want to say thanks to Wakili Linus Kamget, who joined us online. Daniel Kipto was to join us online, but there was a problem with the network, but we want to also to appreciate. But as you said, our good friends, we did not ventilate much about today's event because it was about time that we were constraining, but much, as somebody has said, we will still do another one. And it's a very expensive affair, I want to tell you, and we will join us together. We can do this. And when we come next, when we join up next, we will look at the issue of wage bill in the Baringo County that is about 56 to around 60%, which should have been around 35%. We'll come and look at the Senate kitty that was proposed by the NATCO team. We'll come and look at issues to do with unprotected expenditure and payment, and issues to do with pending bills, and of course delay execution by the Senate to pass reports by Office of the Auditor General, because there are a lot of issues which has not been passed by the Office of the Attorney General, and of course a lot of things that we need to ventilate. But on behalf of the Senate Oversight Bill and the other bills, on behalf of my good friend Martin Keitany from Equator pale Eldama Ravine at Camera 1, Chichiwe reko tionda na agure ne weret na agitugenge ngurie Mheshimiwa Keter, huyu ni mtu ya clan yako. He's been doing Kapsegir, he's been doing a very good job. Please appreciate Martin Keitany on the. Then we have Antas, my good friend from up pale Mount Kenya. He's called Antas, and he doesn't aunt. Pigieni makofi jameni. Koskos on the other side, he want to hide, but he also takes good pictures, so I want to appreciate him. Kim, technical transmission engineer, na ako na issue yake ya fiber, ukitaka internet na ile iwezi katika inaenda Kipchulio 100%. Please you control Kim. He also does very good phones. Na hawezi eba bolt ya simu. He does a very good job in Cabernet. And a very strong man called Boni. He's been the one. Please, I want you to appreciate Boni. He's the one who has really hauled us up, and he does a very good job in terms of production, and he has all these equipments courtesy of Boni. I want to appreciate you. He's giving us a lot of work, and a lot of work goes to Boni. And of course, I didn't catch my good friend, naitwa nani bwana? MCA. Oh, sio MCA. MC Yente, my good friend MC Yente. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us. My name is Tom Chepsoi, and I want to appreciate and thank my colleague Evans, and there are other friends who supported us in this event. We want to truly appreciate you. I want to say thank you so much. God bless you. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Asante.
Asante sana. Asante.